If you're already around people, at work, at home, in social situations, why does that connection still not happen? Why do you walk away from a full day of conversations feeling more empty than when it started? The answer isn't who you're surrounded by. It's something your brain is doing in the background, quietly, without you noticing. The first thing it does is keep you on the surface. Most conversations stay in safe territory. What did you do today? How's everything going? Yeah, same here. And there's nothing wrong with that on the surface. But there's nothing real in it either. Your brain avoids depth because depth feels risky. It keeps everything at a level where you won't be judged, where you won't be misunderstood, where you can exit cleanly if things get uncomfortable. The problem is that surface conversations can only ever create surface connections. And surface connections, no matter how many of them you have, never actually touch the loneliness. The second thing your brain does is filter you, constantly. Think about how many times you change what you're about to say right before you say it. You soften it, you adjust it, you make it more acceptable. Your brain is trying to protect you. It's whispering, don't say too much, just stay normal. But when you filter yourself that consistently, people never actually meet you. They meet a version of you, a managed, edited, safer version. And that version feels distant, even to the people who think they know you well. Then there's the waiting game. Most people operate on the assumption that once they feel comfortable, they'll open up. But that's not how it works. Comfort doesn't come before connection. It comes after. Connection only starts when someone takes a small risk first. And if everyone in the room is waiting to feel comfortable before they're real, then no one ever gets there. The whole thing stalls before it starts. There's also the problem of being physically present but mentally somewhere else entirely. You're in the conversation, but you're thinking about what to say next, or how you're being perceived, or whether you sounded weird 2 sentences ago. So even though you're there, you're not fully there, and people feel that absence, even if they can't name it. Connection requires attention, and attention requires you to actually be in the moment you're standing in. But the biggest one, the one that cuts deepest, is this. You feel like no one understands you, while at the same time not fully showing yourself to anyone. You're expecting people to solve a puzzle without ever giving them the pieces. And every time they don't understand, it confirms the loneliness. It becomes a loop that feeds itself. So how do you actually break it? Not by changing the people around you, by changing how you show up. Start by going just one layer deeper than you normally would. Not a confession, not a breakdown, just one small step past your default. Instead of, I'm fine, try, I've been a bit off lately, I'm not sure why. That one extra layer is where real connection begins. It gives the other person something true to respond to. Change the questions you ask as well. Most people ask for information. What did you do? Where did you go? How was it? Ask for experience instead. What was the best part of it? That single shift moves a conversation from an exchange of facts to an exchange of something that actually means something. When someone is talking, stop preparing your reply and just listen, fully. Because when people feel genuinely heard, not just responded to, but actually heard, they naturally feel connected to whoever was listening. It's one of the most underused tools in any conversation. Learn to stay inside the awkward moments instead of escaping them. Real conversations have pauses. They have small, weird silences. That's not a sign something's wrong. That's where realness lives. When you rush to fill every gap, you're choosing comfort over connection. Let it breathe. And finally, stop trying so hard to be liked. The more you optimize for being liked, the more of yourself you hide. And the more you hide, the more disconnected you feel, even in a room full of people who like you. Shift the question from, do they like me, to, am I being real right now? It sounds small. It changes everything. Here's the truth. You don't feel alone because the wrong people are around you. You feel alone because there's a gap between who you are and what you show. That gap doesn't close by finding better people. It closes when you choose to be slightly more real in the moments you already have. And once you start doing that, the loneliness doesn't vanish, but it gets quieter, until one day you realize you're not just around people anymore. You actually feel connected.